ISO Wendy's, where y'all from?
ISO Wendy's. Yeah. Live free, speak your peace. Stay humble in these streets, yeah. In these streets. Let's go. Playground parks with the trees and the cars. Brownstone buildings with the kids on the porch. Murals on the
Caribbean.
walls for the ones that we lost.
Caribbean queen.
Subway stations with the maps and
Okay, so the reason why we went back to the Virgin Islands is because our baby is 19 months. He can't take a long flight anymore. He'll be screaming. It'll be miserable for everyone. So we wanted to do something that was close. We had to take a night flight from Texas to Puerto Rico. And then from Puerto Rico, we took a super early morning flight at 7:30 to St. Thomas. We were able to check in and take a long nap because we were so exhausted traveling through the night. Where do I start? Number one, I'm like covered in bug bites, so I have like calamine lotion on me. I have bug bites from the beach. I thought they were mosquitoes, but apparently they were sand fleas sand fleas. I never heard of that before. And all of my trips to the Caribbean, I've never been attacked by sand fleas, but this spring break I was. All right, so a little bit about the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up.
Don't need your passport. So we've gone to St. Thomas. That was our third time going as a family and my husband's fourth time. We normally stay at the Margaritaville. It's a Wyndham property, but this time we stayed at Bluebeard's Castle. It was in a completely different part of the island, closer to the airport in downtown Charlotte-Amalie. And we really loved it. We had an amazing view. The hotel is still under construction. It was affected there were 2 hurricanes in 2017, Irma and Maria, and the Bluebeard's Castle Resort was devastated. It was completely wrecked, so it's like a brand new property. So they're opening it up in phases. The pool is open. Some of the buildings are open with the rooms. However, there aren't any restaurants on property. They do have a bar, and they have like a little snack shop, a snack stand, but that's about it. But they're doing an amazing job. The rooms, beautiful. It looked like a high-end condo. I was blown away between the view of the marina and the hills. It was just perfect. I have never rented a car in the U.S. Virgin Islands because they drive on the left side of the road, and we're chicken. That's basically all there is to it. So many people do. I was really tempted to rent a car this time because there was not a restaurant on properties, so that means that every single time we wanted to eat, we had to leave the property. But I guess our plan kind of worked, of the baby not going crazy on the plane because he was asleep, but then it backfired later that night. He woke up at around 11 o'clock at night and did not go to sleep until 3 a.m. He was like screaming, and it was kind of torture. And I think the most disappointing part about all of that was that we'd met a family the day before. The day that we arrived, we went to Megan's Bay, beautiful, gorgeous beach. It's like one of the top beaches in the world, I understand, and I can see why. We met a family, and they actually were staying in the Margaritaville, the property that we normally stay in, and they told us, they said, hey, we're chartering a yacht for the day. You guys are welcome to join us. So we were going to go on a private chartered yacht with the family and split it. That's something that would have cost us $1,500 plus fuel plus gratuity, and we were going to be able to split that with the family. So that was, I want to say, a once in a lifetime experience, because we're not really yacht people. We're not yacht, no, we're booze cruise people. We get on booze cruises for $100 a person, not yachts. So yeah, so the baby did not go to sleep until 3 a.m. We were supposed to meet the family at the marina at 9 a.m. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that to us. We would have hated each other the entire day if we had to wake up 4 hours after we just went to sleep, go and get on a boat and be on a boat for 8 hours. All right, so fast forward, we did not get on the charter. Chloe was devastated. She wanted to get on a boat. We found a catamaran tour that did snorkeling did a snorkeling tour where they saw lots of sea turtles. And then we went to Honeymoon Beach on Water Island. I'm not sure why, if you search Honeymoon Beach, it will say St. John, but it's actually on Water Island. So beautiful. The reason why they call it Honeymoon Beach is apparently because they always have a beautiful sunset. What do you think? Did you like Honeymoon Beach? Yeah, because we had a toddler with us. And oh, I didn't go snorkeling. If you wanted to know how we did snorkeling with the toddler, Chloe and my husband, they were the ones that went snorkeling. Chloe is always saying that she's afraid of fish, but she conquered her fear. I think the difference between the snorkeling adventure and any other snorkeling adventure was yes, she was with my husband, but besides that, they provided a tour. Because normally when we do snorkeling, you just are on your own. They're like, okay, get off the boat, go take a look over there. There's this turtle or whatever. But it was a guided tour around Castle Island. With kids, it felt like it was the perfect amount of time. Snorkeling, it seemed like it went by like that. Then once you finish snorkeling, it's unlimited drinks. And after that, Honeymoon Beach, they set us up at a spot that had dinghies. It was an amazing restaurant. Even though we were never hungry, we just kept eating. I never was like starving, but I just kept eating because I didn't want to pass up these island opportunities to eat. When we did arrive at Honeymoon Beach, it was raining. They did have a downpour, but we were on the beach and then it stopped. To me, it was perfect. I loved it. And Honeymoon Beach was where I wanted to go anyway. So maybe it worked out that the baby was screaming until 3 a.m. So we went to Bumpa's, this place that was highly recommended. We went to go and have breakfast, what I thought was breakfast because the sign said breakfast from 7 to noon. We got there at 11:50. They were like, no more breakfast. And I kept saying, are you sure there's no more breakfast? Most of the items were a la carte. So we ate breakfast, walked around, which we had never walked around. This will have been our 4th time in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and we've never walked around downtown Charlotte-Amalie. But it's because we always sit on the other side of the island. I thought it was awesome.
You like it?
Are y'all kidding me right now?
No.
I just spit it out. I spit it out. Chloe was like, did you like it?
So, what's the verdict?
I loved it. That's why I spit it out.
Chloe, basically you're telling me mom doesn't have a she doesn't have a refined palate. I was getting there.
All right, so after that, we went back, we did another pool day, and then we got to have dinner in Puerto Rico. Yeah. Because after we did our pool situation, I lost the debit card, found the debit card that I dropped in the trash can. We ran off to the airport, flew on a 20-30-minute flight to San Juan. Rented a car because in San Juan they drive on the right side of the road like the mainland. We're having dinner in Puerto Rico. Do you know that Puerto Rico is also part of the United States? Yeah. But they speak Spanish here. They said this place is great for kids. We'll see. First time table on your left. Enjoy. Leon, you want some sanitizer? I want to wash my hands. Okay.
With Diddy, take a walk, come with me. Let me show you.
Did you save the day?
So yeah, so that was the recap. And did I miss anything, babe? And on that, I bid you adieu, so that we could go and sleep in our car until our 2:45 a.m. flight.
Subway stations with the maps and the cars. Summer cookouts, uncle got the sandals on. Statue of Liberty, we holding up the torch. If they ask where I'm from, tell them this is New York. I look around as I'm viewing the city. Skyscrapers and bridges, bright lights, fast life, Manhattan living. Cross over downtown,
street, the Nets to Barclays, the Mets to Yankees, Ubers and yellow taxis. And while I'm fitted with some butters, we her savvy when tight jeans was baggy. From JFK to LaGuardia.